So welcome back to DHamDIY. Some very expected yet unexpected things going on in the orchard. An unintended, maybe intended consequence or outcome of using garden waste collected from the streets to mulch our orchard. As you can see here, it looks a lot different than it did in the spring for those of you who enjoy the gardening content. You can see here we got some chas trees, we got a rosebud, oak, just incredible biodiversity going on, a whole bunch of trees that we didn't even plant. So I'm going to take you in a little bit further and show you what's going on here. So you can see here just how big this chas tree is. Look at it. This is one season of growth. That's probably about a 3-foot tree. It's beautiful, and it was all free. We have them everywhere. Look, we have another chas tree. Look at this red bud right here. A beautiful red bud just coming up, and these are a little bit slow growing. You can see we got another red bud there, and look at this. Isn't that magnificent? Probably 10 feet tall. This is one season of growth. This is actually a moringa tree. Oh, and we got some bees in there. We got some big old bees enjoying that succulent flower. But anyway, yeah, one season of growth. We got maybe, that might even be 12 feet tall in one season. Look how thick this and I planted them really close together because I didn't think they'd get this big. This is absurd. That's a good forearms girth for for those of you who don't have very thick forearms. The pomegranate growing great, need to trim it up, but just all kinds of incredible stuff going on in here. Look at this Chinese tallow, getting very big. Beautiful Chinese tallow. You can see here some of the kilp daga we had growing next to this cherry tree, which, is on its last leg for the season. It's been getting into the 50s and stuff at night. We got another cherry tree there doing good. Some basil and stuff. Everything's growing great. But what surprised me is how quickly all of this came about. We have suffered some casualties. You can see one of the pear trees ended up not making it, and then another pear tree's fine. But especially the crab apple, the combination cider apple tree didn't make it. We lost one of the grafts on the regular apple tree combination. Probably 3 peach trees right there didn't make it. The Almada apple, the one with the red flesh variety, it needs some water, but it's doing fine. I think we lost another pawpaw. But yeah, look at this big old clump of Chinese tallows. You can see what seeds went where, and I find that very interesting. We got some oaks right here, and then this peach tree's doing good on its last leg. Needs a little bit of water. More oak trees. Another Chinese tallow. We got a beet right there. A beet from the spring. Yeah, whole big clump of Chinese tallows. Really just incredible. You can see the corn we had growing ended up dying now. We harvested that. That was the glass gem and all the different varieties. The pawpaw's doing fine. He's a little small, but he's doing good. Mulberry's doing great. Look at this here. This is a China berry, and from this channel that I'm a big proponent of the China berry. We got some growing, incredibly healthy, all kinds of different biodiversity growing here in the garden. That really goes to show just how, how much you're overpaying for those kind of plants at the grocery or, nursery or whatever, your Home Depot department store. And 2, grab those garden waste bags. You're going to get a lot of ornamental varieties of plants that you didn't even know were in there. You just throw them into the ground, throw them as mulch, and here you are in the fall with 2 to 3 foot tall plants that would cost you $20 or $30 if you were to buy them. I wanted some chas trees really bad. I wanted some China berries, and I wanted some red buds. Those are all beautiful varieties of trees. And the Chinese tallow as well. We have made a video on the wax extraction and everything in the biofuel production. Now I have probably 30 or 40 Chinese tallow starts that I'm going to be using to do experiments on, so just crazy, y'all. I just thought I'd share that. make a quick little video showing what's going on in the orchard. I mean, there's a whole lot more going on in the orchard. I'm just kind of being I don't want to bore you too much, but yeah, use garden waste to mulch your lot. And this is even a potential business opportunity. If you were to pot up those chas trees, just go ahead and dig them up, put them in a pot, you could sell them maybe $10, $20, you know? People love chas trees. That's a really, really big tree, especially in Texas. People love those chas trees, and I do too. I think I'm gonna make a whole video on these alone. There's some very, very interesting things going on with the chas tree that, you know, some of you may be aware of, but some of you may not. So yeah, use that garden waste. You'll get all kinds of plants, right? You can sell them, make money. You can keep them, and further expand your agricultural endeavors. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see more. Subscribe to keep up with what's going on, and we'll see you next time.